Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Folks, it's no secret that Americans across the country are frustrated with the growing cost of health care and health insurance. And I think we all recognize that these cost increases are not confined to any one group. They're felt by employers, families, and communities everywhere. The truth is that every insured American is paying more, no matter if they are on the ACA program or not. In my opinion, the skyrocketing costs of our healthcare system stems from too many subsidies, regulations, and mandates, and too little transparency, competition, and influence from the free market. Rather than subsidizing the healthcare industry, we should return to market-based solutions that enable the free market to increase competition, thereby lowering healthcare costs. I want to address the 5 corporate folks here today. Ms. Young, you get a pass from me, okay? So just take a deep breath. Thank you for being here, by the way. A few weeks ago, folks, on the House floor, during the debate on a health care bill, Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries went right before me in the debate. And here's what he said with clarity. He said, quote, "We have a broken health care system." Those were his words. By show of hands, how many of you would agree with Leader Jeffries that we have a broken health care system? That's 4 of the 5 of you, and I got a little bit of a hand from Ms. Boudreau. Was that a yes or a no? Do you agree it's a broken healthcare system?
I think we have an incredible opportunity to fix our system, and I think we have to work together to do it.
By your admission that we need to fix the system, I would take that you agree that it's a broken system. And I agree with you, it is a broken system. And by the way, I want to remind everybody that system was built by the Democrats on the ACA years ago. And your companies, by the way, heavily influenced how that ACA plan was put together. How many of your companies publicly supported or lobbied for the passage of the ACA, of the 5 here? Any of you? Raise your hand. We've got 1. Did the other 4 of you guys either publicly or privately lobby for the passage of the ACA years ago, or your predecessors in interest? Okay, we've got 1 over here as well. So you guys were involved in that process. You agree it's a broken system. Let's look at the rise in the premiums versus the increase of the profits that your folks are making from your stock prices. Democrats blame rising premiums on temporary COVID-era Obamacare subsidies expiring. But premiums for all Americans have been rising long before those subsidies. ACA premiums are up over 100% since Democrats' law took effect, and your company's stock prices are also up during that time period. From 2014 to 2024, health insurer stock prices are up over 1,000%. I'm sure each of you know that. Did you know that? 1,000% in that 10 years? During that time frame, though, 100% increase in the ACA premiums. Let me ask you, does anybody here think that that was the goal of the ACA? Raise your hand if it's a yes. Do you think that's the goal? To increase shareholder profitability on one side, but still on the backs of the American people that were paying 100% more for those premiums, while the government is subsidizing those premiums? Anybody think that's the goal? If not, if premium increases is really about expiring temporary COVID-era subsidies like the Democrats would claim, why are your shareholders doing so well in the midst of this time while working families and taxpayers are bearing the brunt of these increases? Can anybody explain that to me?
Well,
Mr.
Congressman,
Markovich?
we don't have shareholders. We're a nonprofit, and we've capped our profit at
So you're off the hook
Okay.
on these. We're talking about these 4 on these issues. Anybody want to explain to me 1,000% increase for your stock prices over 10 years period of time when the people that are actually having to bear the brunt of the premiums saw 100% increase in their premiums? Do you think that's the kind of system that we need to continue to subsidize, any of you? That's no. I see no hands go up. And I'm glad to hear you. I'm glad that I'm getting that response. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Because that's what the Democrats are asking us to do, is to continue COVID-era temporary subsidies that have done nothing but drive up the cost of the premiums that people are paying and frankly subsidize the profitability of your companies to the benefit of your shareholders. I love profits. I think profits ought to be there. I certainly do not think the government needs to subsidize those profits when you can make it on your own, and the free market should drive that determination. Does anybody disagree with me? All right. Mr. Chairman, with that, I yield back.